Okay. Hello, welcome to Pixels Plays. I am Setsuna. I've been spending the past few days making a bunch of different title cards for different possible Let's Plays. And I just got this game today for the Golden Week sale. I was hoping for a bit more Persona, but this is a game I've been very interested in playing for quite a while. It's supposed to be like a kind of a throwback to games like Chrono Trigger, which is like one pretty much like I don't know, like on my list it would probably be maybe my favorite RPG of all time or JRPG of all time. Uh, with Earthbound being, I guess, I think from the SNES era at least, it's probably my favorite JRPG of that era. So like let's put it that way. I think my second favorite would probably be Earthbound. Um, I've also been in quite a JRPG mood since playing Persona 5, and tried to play Persona, and that uh, it didn't turn out very well. I may do another attempt to stream it, but because I think I figured it out, I have no idea why the stream just straight up crashed, but at least it like crashed. Like it just shut off. Like I'm not quite sure what happened. Like at the very least, like it didn't just like stop without telling me that it stopped. Although it didn't, but it like when I looked over to the other screen, I was like, oh, it doesn't say it's live, because like the first few times I was doing it, it said it was live when it wasn't live. Like it was just like starting and starting and starting and starting, and it didn't actually start. Um, it's weird. I'm hoping that when I get eventually get my a better PC and DVR capabilities, that the added horsepower of the machine will compensate for some of the issues I've been having. Because there's like lots of notifications saying like that the CPU was being overtaxed, even though like I was literally only running um, like nothing really major. Like I had antivirus, um, some standard background processes going on. Notepad was like the only actual other application I had open besides the emulator, and um, XSplit. So I have no idea. I might also try streaming some other things, um, using emulators for games that I do legally own on Virtual Console or, um, digitally on PSN or whatever. Um, I simply don't like. I'm thinking of doing Earthbound and like seeing if like the resolution of the game basically is going to make streaming it easier. Um, but anyway, I'm sure you're tuning into this to watch a game, not me rambling about technical problems. Um, in-game voices. Why wouldn't I want to have in-game voices? Unless the voice acting is just straight up terrible. I guess if like you just really want to embrace the old school. It is not all voiced, which is fine. Hmm. It's interesting. They ask you if you want to change the main character's name. You know what? Oh. Damn, this game is sexist! Damsel in distress. I'm feeling really triggered right now. For some reason. I'm not sure what is triggering. It may have something to do with the homage to Chrono Trigger, so that actually could be a good thing. Well, I've got a trophy for reaching the point in the game. Well, that's kind of cool. Hey, I made Pac-Man, kind of. I didn't mean to. It's had so much fun with making trails in the snow. I got a sprite of that. I've got a whole bunch of like sprites from like a kind of sprite sheet that I think is official, so I'm really hoping it is, because otherwise I'm gonna feel bad for not crediting whoever made the pixel art. Um, I mean, I guess I probably should either way, because but you know it's someone like, but like as it is, it's someone at, I'm imagining it's someone at RPG Factory, I think. So I'm fairly certain this is based upon official art, although I had to do like a lot of work to get it up to this level of quality, because it was like the only uh, quality versions of the image I could, of the pixel art I could get, was were it was in JPEG format, so I had to like get the artifacts out and try to get it as close to being um like what the original would have looked like, you know, with regard to like bit depth and technical Photoshop things. Um, anyway, right now I just have all the main characters. I might also do some of the other stuff eventually. I need to check something. I have a bunch of like unnamed sprites, so I want to make sure that this probably isn't. Hmm. I'm. I don't think this guy has a sprite that I can see. If it like closely resembles him. There's something that like vaguely resembles him, but I don't think it's actually him. Anyway, if you approach it without it noticing, well, I think it probably noticed us. Yeah, we're just standing around with it like right there, so yeah, I understand what ATB is. I grew up with this shit. But there's no active or wait. What's this thing called? Hengi. Okay, I'm going to hopefully it's like active. Um, okay. No subtitles? Okay, this is different from a little different from what I'm used to. Hmm. I was kind of hoping it would be like materia. I need to like get like different weapons that have different numbers of like slots for stuff, but it's just as your character levels. Okay. This is like Sprint Night? That sounds really stupid.
早く終わらせるぞ。やるぞ。
Okay. Supposed to be able to take out multiple enemies at once, but I don't really see that. Okay. So that's... interesting. I think Chrono like it like shows you if it's an area of effect. Like it shows you like what enemies will be hit. But here you have to kind of guess. I'm assuming this is a save point. Yeah, I understand. The game does not save automatically. That's just bad game design. No, it's not. I mean, it can be, but... given that this is, like, harkening back to classic RPGs, as long as they're, like, frequent enough, I will have no complaints. You know, the game is kind of designed well around that concept of, you know, having save points. There are plenty of games out there that, like, rely on save points that aren't shitty games. This is a creature that I have sprite for. I'm having to look at, forgive me. Oh, this is probably... momentum mode. Run SP special power engaged to the right will start to fill up. So it's kind of like a limit break, a little bit. Orbital was called in Final Fantasy X. We all just know them as limit breaks, let's face it. They should have just called it a limit break. At least in Final Fantasy games. Well, this is actually unique, because it's like a different way of like attaining skill points. Like there are lots of games that have skill points, but like this is like kind of a combination of skill points and limit break. Like that looks like it'd be I'm not really sure if I like the fact that they're just give me a block of text. Like even Chrono Trigger like actually like had like a tutorial room where you had like characters just like giving you an actual tutorial where you like are guided through it step by step, whereas here like you're just told how to do it and then you're expected to just do it. And that's the same problem I had with the Sphere Grid tutorial, which is that like it just shows you like the whole process rather than like showing you a step and then saying, okay, now you do it. Like, granted, that could be a little annoying in its own way because you just saw it happen, or like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, triggering momentum will add various additional effects to your text and combos. Attacking will all add additional damage, generate critical hits, or inflict status ailments. Triggering it when using healing or support text will recover additional HP and P, increase the text range, or increase the duration of status effects. Party also sometimes occur randomly. This is known as singularity. There are various different bonuses, and the one that occurs is chosen randomly. The more you use momentum mode, the greater the chance of singularity occurring. During long battles, make sure you use the momentum mode as much as possible. Haven't really learned what the benefit of like saving up a banking SP is. There's gotta be like some kind of benefit to banking it, you know. Like do you get like a special extra powerful momentum mode when you like have banked 3 of them, or is it just I don't know, chaining momentum modes or something? I don't know. Like that could be something, or like saving them for like a boss battle or something, perhaps if it carries over between battles. I don't think it does. It might? I don't know. How much damage it did. Yeah, not that much difference in damage between using the attack and using the regular attack. Leveled up. I like how this actually kind of feels a little bit like the da 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 da. Like this feels a bit like the Final Fantasy victory theme, but with a little bit of a different, like the chord progression, I guess, if you could call it that, is a little similar, but it puts its own spin on it. Like that's kind of cool. There's like the dan dan dan, and then you're expecting to go dan 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 dan. And it goes in a little different direction. It's actually kind of distracting a little bit that it starts to sound like it's doing the the Final Fantasy victory theme, but it isn't. Well, it is what it is. I think you can call it a chord progression. I'm not that good on my music theory, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Here to save you. A little short for a stormtrooper. You might call us geohounds. Oh, that's a great idea too. Actually, another game I might let's play once I get my own PC, or once they decide to actually release this thing on the remastered version on PS4, which I don't understand why they haven't, because it's like the PS4 and Xbox One are basically PCs, so it can't be that difficult to port the code over. Woo! That's a lot of gold. Actually kind of cool, like the color scheme of the character actually is a lot like the Pixels mascot, so and I'm getting some Final Fantasy vibes from a lot of this music. Well, it's all on piano, which I'm not sure I care for too much. It feels a bit lazy. Wow. So I just rescue a girl, and then someone expects me to go, hey, we'll give you a job to kill a girl. Because you look like the type. With all your heroics and rescuing people, your next job obviously is going to be to kill people, because you're basically like they assume you're like the dark elves in Legends of Turian who feel that they had to balance their actions between good and evil. I haven't quite introduced them yet. They're very tricky to to like roleplay, because they're kind of just like motivated by this weird philosophy of they'd probably make better NPCs than player characters. I really need to do something with that lore, because it actually is interesting now that I think about it again. Yeah, didn't we just go over this? The Village of Sacrifice. Okay. So we're supposed to kill her before she becomes a sacrifice, or are we supposed to escort her to the place where she is to be sacrificed and then perform the ritual? The sacrifice, of course. So like, everyone knows that this is a sacrifice. So, I'm supposed to kill the sacrifice before she becomes a sacrifice, or... I don't know, I think there's probably more to this than what we're being told. It's locked, but how am I supposed to get the loot? This isn't a JRPG unless I can walk into some random stranger's house and steal their shit. With no repercussions whatsoever. Nordwest? Is that a typo, or is that like what this is called in this setting? Just randomly... they changed the word north to Nord. And they didn't change west because it would be too confusing to change every cardinal direction to something else. I don't know, they call it like Nordwest or something like that. Like, I don't know, I think that. If that was the case in Elder Scrolls, they just had Nord to the land of the Nords. There we go. No, I just wish I could break these crates with a sword or something. That would be a CRPG though. Oh, that's cool. So this is definitely very Chrono Trigger esque, you know, this the look of the map. It's like the look and scale and style of the map. I'm assuming there's like no enemy encounters out here because there's it would be great if they actually, if Square Enix actually put these guys like on the team to like make a third Chrono Trigger game. Although I've heard this game wasn't as financially successful as it was hoped to be, or something like that. Although that seems to be often the case with Square Enix. Aside from the ritual sacrifices, it's pretty good. Okay, just for arriving at the first town. It's a character who I might. That's probably the right sprite. Yoink. Man, the art style like is definitely like it feels very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger. Like I'm just like looking at kind of everything and comparing it to Chrono Trigger because that's what I've heard this game compared to, and it just like artistically it just kind of looks like a somewhat modernized version of Chrono Trigger. So I need to go for the Dash Iron Woods, of course. They put these guys on doing a remake of Chrono Trigger. They just like want to reintroduce the series to people. Okay. I guess black ones are locked. And what are the ones that have like a mysterious aura about them? So what I'm thinking is, well, given uh how the game is holding out information about like what we're actually being sent to do, like being kind of vague about it, I'm thinking that what we're actually being sent to do is to like pretend to kill her, basically. Like, the old dagger with, like, laced with some chemical that makes her appear to be dead, but she's actually not. So, like, we're actually, like, trying to, like, interrupt this ritual sacrifice somehow. Like, that's just me guessing it and shooting in the dark now here, but it does seem like it seems kind of suspicious that like this character who just rescued a young woman from monsters is being asked to go and kill someone, and there's no like indication like we're being sent to become part of the guard that's escorting her to become a sacrifice, and it seems a little weird that like we're like not necessarily the one who's going to perform a sacrifice. Like, yeah, there's something else going on here, like, is what I'm thinking. Also, someone who has like a reputation of like saving people is being asked to kill someone. So it seemed like this is kind of a false lead. Again, there's something else going on here, and I'm curious to figure out what. Although I have my suspicions, obviously. Although I'm not sure how well that plan would work technically, because, like, why would someone want to kill the sacrifice before she becomes a sacrifice? I don't know. That kind of goes like both ways, because, you know, like if we're actually being sent to kill her, then why? If we're being sent to pretend to kill her, then that makes a little more sense. But why that wouldn't arouse any kind of suspicion is also like a whole other thing. Like we were supposed to look like she was attacked by some random monster, perhaps. I don't know. Well, let's see. I heard from some other random NPC. I can tell her where she went once she got back from the place that. I feel like the soundtrack is all piano. Get it? They've moved the focus.
終わりだな。早く終わらせるぞ。甘い。やるぞ。終わりだな。早く終わらせる。
Oompa. Yeah, look, I'm in the process of labeling all the sprites I have. I got singularity. I don't know how to use that. I guess this is like an active mode. I don't know if there's a way to change it to like a wait mode. Ah, there we go. Oh, it is on wait. Okay. Then why was it attacking me? Oh, me. So is this the hero's voice you hear? That's interesting. I guess the reason why you might want to have it off is because like, if you don't understand Japanese, there's like no. Okay. There you go. I won't know what the enemy was. Oh, there's a sprite for that stuff. I'm just clicking all the enemy names they have sprite versions for. They have a sprite sheet that. Okay, well, I just backtracked unintentionally. Okay. Okay, I changed the protagonist's name, but I don't think I. Why would I change her name? Like, the game is named after her, like. I am actually Bumbles the Clown. It'd be more work for me changing the title card to, like, I am Bumbles the Clown. I don't think they would give me the characters. I am Bumbles. I don't know, this random name pops in my head. Like, were we actually sent here to assassinate her? Like, why? And also, why did we take the job? I don't really feel like changing any of their character names. That's what I want to know. I can't say I don't care. I was unaware, like, I spoke to an entire village of people all talking about the importance of a sacrifice. And somehow I was unaware of what a terrible mistake I was making. Yeah, I'm not sure what my protagonist's motivations are exactly. Like so far, my character is completely unlikable in every way. Literally a mercenary scoundrel type person. Like the definition of chaotic neutral, I guess? Borderline chaotic evil at this point. Or maybe neutral evil at best. Like, we have a cool scene here. I didn't really try to kill her, I just sort of stood there with my sword out, impotently. Okay. She didn't take long at all. Are those like chakrams? I think what they're called? Is she Xena Warrior Princess? I haven't even watched that show. I'm actually more familiar with them from Kingdoms of Amalur than anything else. Wish it would add subtitles to the hero dialogue. Ooh, X-Strike. Teamwork! No. What if I try to run towards the enemies like this?
断しないで。
よし。抵抗は無駄だ。
やるわね。
よし。
はい。できる。当然の結果よ。
早く終わらせる。
できる。
冒険に切れぬものはない。
見切れるかし
やるぞ。
ら。できる。
終わりだな。
すぐに片付けるわよ。
よし。
戦いの流れを作る。先を急ぎましょう。
This might be a good spot for an ad break. Yeah, mutual protection, really.
はい。
私は戦う。
よし。
いけるよ。
戦いの流れを作る。
行って。
できるの。
やるぞ。
はい
Glowing red, does that mean it's about to attack, or does it mean it's almost dead?
やるぞ。
はいやるわこんなはずでは
Might mean it's about to do a really powerful attack. Okay. Okay.
変のカバ
That's not.
やるぞ。
If we have any Phoenix downs.
力を貸すとし。
悪いわできるわやだ
やるぞ。
みんなの幸せのために
これで戦えるわ はい
It means it has its attack up. Okay. There's no like defense ability.
よし。
力を合わせて決めるわ
いけるよみんなの幸せのためにこれぐらいなら
できるわ
やるぞ。
やだ
いけるよ
できるわ
Awesome. Hey, there's anything you learn from Mass Effect Andromeda that attempted murder is perfectly fine. actually going to make a choice that like affects the story in some interesting way, or is it just going to be um, like reminds it for me? Like I just imagine it like if I decide to save the village, then there'll be something that like a slightly alternate course of events where I get driven back into the story, regardless. Which could be interesting, but I'm trying to make Pixel as chivalrous as I can given the circumstance. Like, I try to play good guys when I can actually roleplay in any capacity, and this is... not really... I mean, that's probably one regard where it isn't quite like Chrono Trigger, because, like, the protagonists in the Chrono Trigger games, the Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, have always been kind of nondescript. Like, basically teenagers who are otherwise kind of nondescript aside from the fact that they're just heroic in some capacity or other. Whereas this guy is pretty much like deliberately designed to be at least chaotic neutral. Like, not that characters are always meant to be defined by some alignment, but I try to like look at things in terms of that, and like I'd say it's like anything from chaotic neutral to sort of potentially neutral evil in the sense that like I mean, it depends on your interpretation of alignments. Like, if you think of chaotic neutral as being a character who doesn't really care if what they do is good or evil as long as it like brings in money, then that would be kind of what this guy would be. But at the same time, someone who is just willing to straight up kill someone for money seems more on the evil spectrum. Also, like, the weird thing is, like, why kill a sacrifice? Like, obviously the intent is to prevent her from accomplishing her goal of sacrificing herself. So, like, with that said, logically speaking, like, I would be failing in my goal if I allowed her to sacrifice herself. Like, if literally all I was told is to kill her, then I'm kind of working around it by basically saying, well, I'll kill her by feeding her to the monsters, the way it's supposed to happen. It's a roundabout way, I know, and I'm pretty sure that this is not at all what you intended me to do, but my hands are tied here, kind of. I don't know. Okay. It looks like there is a pixel art in the game in a fashion. Yeah, I need to find a save point. Although probably just outside the city is probably a save point. Kind of think of it. It's getting kind of late. Main characters, sub characters. Okay, that's cool. You can actually like view their models. I'm pretty sure I don't have a. I don't have a sprite version of this guy, which is just well. Um. It'd be interesting to like rework the Pixel mascot to be based on this look. I might see what I can do. I might get a screenshot here just to use as a reference. Really small legs there. I don't see how they possibly hold his body. Also no feet. That's really weird. A different species of penguins, apparently. I could probably just work out the names of the creatures. Oh, here we go. Tree Hoot. I don't think I have a sprite of that, so. Yeah. I just have like a bunch of sprites from like I'm pretty sure an official like bit of so I'm trying to like get as many of them named for future reference. You know, for tags on DeviantArt, I guess. enemies do attack when maybe it just it'd be even worse if I well anyway, enough talking. So thanks for watching LCS and DFTBA, and I'll see you in the next part.